What is up, guys? My name is Ari here, and in this video I do want to have a look at Verasity because a massive buy signal right here on the charts just popped up. Now, before I get into the whole technical analysis, I do want to have a look at the whole crypto bubble. You guys know me, as per usual. We want to have a look at the whole overview market to see how it's doing, because this will obviously have a massive impact on Verasity. Okay, so before I get into that, we're also going to be having a look at Bitcoin, because we know Bitcoin is king. Bitcoin has been consolidating around this area right here since the 9th of November. We had this nice little pump, and now also a massive buy signal is coming for Bitcoin. And the big question is, will Bitcoin finally break above $37,000 and go to $40,000? And how will that impact the price of VRA? So first of all, let's have a look at the crypto bubble real quick. We can see that the whole market is looking beautiful. We got Gala, Mana, Ape. The whole market is looking great overall. I mean, we have a lot of not a lot, but a few cryptos in red, I should say. Not a lot. In the past week, things are looking better than ever. And of course, in the past month, 30 days, the market has been pumping with massive percentage. I'm not talking about 80% gains. I'm talking about 200, 180%, 200, 300. We have a lot of cryptos, especially in the low cap, cryptocurrencies. We have a lot of them that are exploding. So obviously, the lower you go, the higher you're going to see these gains, right? Like 600, 700%, 800%, and etc. So look at that, 800, 900. So obviously, this is why it's important to get in early. But let's dive into Bitcoin real quick. Just a short TA on Bitcoin. We could see that, first of all, on the daily time frame, the stochastic RSI are finally flipping to the upside. Okay, now the last time we had this was approximately right here. We had a nice little rally from Verasity, and of course, the last time before that we had that was approximately right here. And guess what happened? Bitcoin went from 27,000 all the way up to $35,000. So obviously, this is very bullish, not only for Bitcoin but for altcoins as well. So we're gonna have to see what happens right here. We're gonna dive into Verasity in just a second, but I do want to have a look at right here on CoinGecko. So Verasity is traded under 0.0074, market cap sitting at $76 million. The 24-hour trading volume is increasing slowly but surely. Obviously, I would like to see a higher trading volume than that. $8 million is not a lot. We've seen Verasity trade in hundreds of millions of dollars. And pretty much that's about it. We've been consolidating right here in the past 24 hours. Nothing too crazy. In the past 7 days, also a nice little consolidation between 77 to between 77 to 66. But I would really say 77 to 70. We had two peaks at 65, and that's about it. But overall, in the past 14 days, just a consolidation up and down after this massive rally that we had. That was over 100% gain. And of course, I'm just talking about this rally right here. If I take the rally all the way up from the all-time lows in 2022, 2023, we're up 150%, or made 150% pump. Now, why is this a massive buy signal? Well, let's have a look at the first buy signal that we had. It was approximately right here. And guess what happened? We had the blue flip over the orange, which was on the 19th of October. And that's when Verasity really pumped, not to the moon, but we had a nice little pump of 112%. Now, obviously, these are not massive pump, but you need to guys keep in mind that we're still in a bear market. In my opinion, until Bitcoin and the halving happens and we're in 2024, I don't see us being out of the woods yet. I think that Bitcoin would have to break 45, 50, even $70,000 in order for us to be completely out of the woods. So as of right now, we're not out of the woods, but we could see that 100% could be another imminent pump for VRA. Now we could see right here again, the same indicator that we saw on the 19th of October is happening. Now I don't want you guys to think that this is a guaranteed indicator and go longing 100x. Okay, it's very possible that we come down one more time to 65 before pumping to the upside. We're going to be having a look at this trend line slash descending triangle that we're looking at right now. But of course, right here, looking at the stochastic RSI, we could see that the blue flipping over the orange is obviously a very bullish indicator. So we haven't seen this since the 19th of October. It's been well over a month since we've seen this indicator right here pop out. Of course, having a look at this nice little triangle that we're having and looking at. First of all, I do want to have a say that this is Verasity on the 1 day time frame. This is not VRA on the 4 hour, on the 1 hour. Okay, obviously, the bigger the time frame will be, the more important it will be and the more accurate it will be. Okay, daily time frame for long-term analysis or medium to long-term analysis is probably the best indicator that you could use. For extremely short term, probably 15 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours. You could maybe even use 2 hours, but I wouldn't even count that as a short term indicator. So having a look right here at this downtrend real quick, we could see that this is obviously a downwards trend right here, followed by a nice little support. So things are looking okay. We did have a nice little rejection right here, a nice little rejection right here, and a nice little rejection right here. We know that when we essentially break a support line, that support will ultimately be flipped into a resistance, and if we flip to resistance, it will flip into support, which is exactly what is happening right here, this whole line. Okay, so we're gonna have to see what happens here, obviously, if Bitcoin can't, or not Bitcoin, if VRA can potentially break out of this downward trend line. If we do have a closure, this is the most important thing that a lot of people miss out. If we do have a closure right here on a VRA, then obviously that would be a very bullish indicator and a very bullish sign. Obviously right here, this was a nice little dump and pump, I guess you can say. This was a bunch of FUD. A lot of people, I forgot what the FUD was about. Oh, it was the CZ FUD. This right here was a CZ FUD. So if this wouldn't happen, we probably would have still been consolidating for since the 17th of November, which is not the craziest time frame. Obviously, it's not like it's like 3-4 weeks, but we would have still been consolidating for 8-9 days. So that's what's happening. Obviously nothing too much to see over here overall, but this is probably my biggest indicator to look out for. Obviously we're going to need to see massive volume coming in if we do see a breakout, because if you don't see a massive breakout with massive volume, obviously that would not be so bullish, guys. The RSI is looking great as well. We are pulling back on the RSI, as you guys can see. This is what we want to see. We were a little bit overbought right here on the RSI on the weekly time frame, and of course on the daily time frame we were overbought right here. So we know on the RSI, every time we are above 70, investors are going to be looking to sell, and every time we are above or below 30, investors are going to be looking to buy. So that is my quick video, guys, on Verasity. Bitcoin is definitely something you want to look out for. This indicator, not only the stochastic RSI, but the indicator of the trend line, and this trend line right here is something you want to look out for, and of course followed by a volume. If we see the volume breaking this trend line right here, a very important trend line, followed by a massive pump, that could be a very good trade signal. Okay, now whether you're trading on 10x, 20x, 30x, or even buying on spot, that would be fantastic trade. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor. You guys do your own research and due diligence. Stop loss would probably and most likely be under 0.065, which would be approximately right here a 10% drop. So obviously if you're paying with 10x leverage, you most likely will get liquidated, and that's about it. If you guys like this video, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, leave a like, and I will see you guys in my next video.